Since the collapse of the Soviet Union, the world has been watching how Russia is trying to rebuild its military power. But in this story of rebirth, some projects have ended in disappointment. Perhaps one of the biggest disappointments was Russia's revolutionary laser tank project. Now imagine a tank that could destroy enemy targets on the battlefield with lasers. Such technology could have completely changed military strategies and redefined the very nature of warfare. What actually happened, and why was this project relegated to the dustbin of history? In this video, we'll explore behind the scenes of this story full of disappointments. Get ready, because this story is much more complex, much more surprising than you think. Just a reminder, if you want to be a part of Militaria Battalion, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. In the post-Cold War era, Russia has sought to reassert itself on the world stage by rebuilding its military power. As part of this effort, the idea was to integrate laser technology into the battlefield. The laser tank was conceived as a mobile weapon system capable of destroying enemy targets with high precision and incredible speed. This technology would go beyond conventional weapons and could neutralize enemy defenses, destroy air defenses, and even target satellites in space. However, in the early stages, engineers realized that this project would not be as easy as expected. While the laser technology looked like something out of a science fiction movie, adapting it to real life was a major challenge. Russia's goal was to create a portable laser weapon and fit it inside a tank. However, the amount of energy needed to power such a powerful laser was enormous. This was one of the biggest obstacles of the project. Developing the energy source was the first major problem the engineers faced. This required a system that could not only provide a large amount of energy, but also deliver it continuously and stably. The laser's consistency was critical to success on the battlefield. To realize a project like the laser tank, it was first necessary to solve the problem of energy supply. The laser needed an enormous amount of energy to destroy enemy targets. However, finding a power source that could provide this energy was quite difficult. Conventional batteries were insufficient to provide the power the laser needed. Moreover, the capacity of these batteries could not provide the energy needed for the laser to run continuously and at high power for long periods of time. Furthermore, the size and weight of the generators severely limited the tank's mobility. The large size of the generators not only posed a weight problem, but also a problem of providing enough space inside the tank. Even if the energy source was solved, controlling the heat generated during the operation of the laser was another major problem. When the laser consumed large amounts of energy, it would overheat. This could negatively affect the accuracy and stability of the laser, or even cause the system to fail completely. The cooling systems developed for heat management further increased the weight and complexity of the tank. This raised serious doubts as to whether the laser tank could provide a real advantage on the battlefield. The mobility of the laser tank was one of the most important aspects of the project. It had to be able to maneuver quickly and effectively on the battlefield. However, the laser system and its energy source significantly increased the weight and size of the tank. This limited the tank's mobility and made it vulnerable to enemy attacks. Tank mobility is one of the most critical characteristics of a combat vehicle, and this project faced a major shortcoming in this regard. In addition, the laser tank had to be portable and easily transportable to the battlefield. Just getting such a heavy and large vehicle to the battlefield was a major logistical problem in itself. Another problem was the laser's targeting and accuracy system. In order to hit enemy targets with high precision, the laser needed a highly sophisticated targeting system. However, how reliable this system was in the chaotic environment of war was a big question mark. On the battlefield, especially on the move, the technology required for the laser to accurately identify and hit the target had not yet been fully developed. If the laser missed the target or malfunctioned, the project would inevitably fail. On paper, everything looked great. Russian engineers had mounted a high-powered laser cannon on a heavily armored chassis. This structure was extremely resistant to enemy fire, and the laser was capable of hitting enemy targets with great accuracy. The laser's accuracy was so precisely tuned that it could affect the outcome of the battle. Moreover, the laser's ability to instantly destroy targets promised to give it a huge advantage over enemy forces. However, as promising as this design was, in reality things did not go as planned. Engineers may have designed the project perfectly on paper, but real-world testing ruthlessly exposed its weaknesses. The project's biggest claim was that the laser tank could destroy enemy aircraft, missiles, and even satellites. This had the potential to revolutionize war strategies. However, once testing began, the realism of these claims was quickly called into question. The laser's power and accuracy were much lower than expected. The biggest event that brought the laser tank project to an end happened during a live-fire exercise. This was an experiment to see how the laser tank would perform in real combat conditions. However, it ended in a complete disaster for the project. The laser system suffered a major malfunction during the exercise, rendering the tank completely non-functional. A problem with the laser's aiming system made it impossible for the laser to hit the target. Moreover, the laser's power supply system also suffered a serious malfunction at this time, and the laser was completely disabled. This incident caused Russia to completely lose faith in the laser tank project. The project had started with high hopes, but the results were a disappointment. It was a turning point that marked the end of the project, and Russian military officials decided that it was pointless to devote any more resources to it. The laser tank was relegated to the dustbin of history, and Russia decided to redirect its military power elsewhere. Russia's laser tank project went down in history as a story that began with high hopes but ended in a dramatic collapse. It will be remembered as a bold step towards pushing the boundaries of modern military technology. Unfortunately, this bold step did not yield the expected results. The laser tank project failed due to both technical difficulties and logistical problems. This project proved once again that military strategies are shaped not only by technological innovations, but also by the feasibility and sustainability of these innovations. Do you think such projects can succeed in the future? Perhaps this failure will lead to a greater success. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments.